Hi, welcome to Geeky Vices. I'm J-Belle, and here I'm going to be talking about whatever random bit of pop culture I've been into lately. So, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I'm going to warn you guys, I'm probably not going to be all about the latest and greatest because I am infamous for rewatching things and being ridiculously far behind on things. As far as rewatching, I've rewatched Veronica Mars so many times that my DVD copy, the first and last disc of first season, are so damaged that I can only play maybe like half the disc before it just errors. And trust me, I've tried on several forms of media, and it just, yeah, it was sad. Last time I rewatched it, I had to like watch several of the episodes online because I'm like, no, my disc is too damaged. Also, I've lost track of how many times I've watched The Great British Bake Off. I am not kidding. It's my go-to happy show. It just relaxes me and is nurturing and gentle and just like the perfect thing where I just need to veg out and not think. Um, and then as far as me being behind on things, let me put it this way. I've watched the first two seasons of Game of Thrones, and that was years ago. So I know, so I know that there's a red wedding. I have no idea who dies in it. So just to give a few examples. Also, I want to go into what a geeky vice is. I would say that's pretty much just whatever aspect of geekdom that you're into lately. Like, for instance, oh, my geeky vice is Sailor Moon was my gateway. It's just admitting that it's something that you're into, I think. And like the word vice is something that like sometimes I think implies that it's something that you're into that you're sometimes unsure about admitting. So it's also my general type of wordplay. It was just like the natural term I come up with because I have my unique way of talking at times. And then also I wanted to give some definitions. So first of all, I consider geekdom being about being passionate and loving about pop culture. I really like Simon Pegg's and Will Wheaton's definitions, and this is just a paraphrasing of what they were doing. It's not so much a matter of what you love, it's how you love it. And it's that like childlike, zealous enthusiasm where you're just emotionally just like all in and joyous about it. So and yeah. Also, I wanted to give some other definitions. I think that for me personally, there's a difference between some common terms. A dork, a nerd, and a geek. So a dork is, I use that term for when someone is being socially awkward or inept. A lot of times it can be self-effacing or loving. I mean, it can be an insult, but it's just basically, it's more so about the awkwardness than rather than any type of interest. And then as far as a nerd, hey Jazz, this is Jazz, aka Jazargo, though no one calls him that. He's trying to steal the show. He's sweet. Anyways, a nerd I would say is all about more academic, studious interests. I would say it's a matter of trying to be as knowledgeable as possible about your interests, and a lot of times those are the more traditional, um, as I said, like mainstream academic interests. But as I said, I think it's more so a matter of knowledge rather than like zealous love. And then a geek is someone who just love is just passionate and loving towards their interests and isn't afraid to show it. And there are other types of geeks besides just the traditional pop culture ones, besides just like anime geeks and comic book geeks and all that. There's a whole spectrum, runs the whole gamut. There's people. I mean, think about all the fantasy football people. I mean, there's definitely football geeks, and there's definitely music geeks, and there's definitely other types of geekdom. So that's why it works as a great little adjective to basically describe when you're being that level of just passion for it. Now, as far as me, I do identify as a geek. Not that I'm offended if you decide to call me a dork or a nerd, because I am those at times, but geek is just the type of community and the way I just feel like I interact with the world. So, yeah. As I said, I will be ideally posting weekly videos talking about whatever geeky vice has caught my flight to fancy lately. And we'll see how it goes. All right. See you guys later. Bye.